What's up everyone? Thank you for hanging out with me for another video, and today we have yet another microphone to check out. This time it's in a bit higher of a price bracket though, but you'll see why in a minute, and hopefully you'll be able to decide if this is something you'd want to do and put in your own audio arsenal. RA Visuals merch is finally here, fam. We have partnered up with streamerwear.com to bring you some really awesome and high quality threads with your favorite RA Visuals logo on them. We have hats, shirts, pullovers, hoodies, heck, we even have coasters for your coffee mug if you want. I've also included an alternate logo version that you can get every item in as well, so be sure to check that out. Of course, everything you grab supports the channel and helps me keep making more content for you guys to enjoy. So head over to streamerwear.com and check out my collection using the merch link in the description and cop some fresh new gear to show off to your friends. Alright folks, this microphone right here is called the StellarX2 and it comes in at $199 on Amazon, and it also has another variant also called the X2 Vintage, which is a bit more expensive and utilizes a different capsule. I just wanted to make sure I told you guys about that, but anyway, back to the regular X2 here. The StellarX2 here is a cardioid polar pattern microphone with a gold sputtered 34mm K67 style capsule. This capsule is made from Japanese imported mylar as well and is supposed to yield a microphone with a high output signal, extremely low distortion, low self noise, and a very balanced sound. If you guys weren't aware, this style of capsule is what they use in some extremely expensive microphones like the Neumann U67 for example, which costs like $7,000. So knowing that, I'm actually very excited to try this little guy out. And the sample they sent us right here of the StellarX2 was actually provided by TechZone audio products, so special thanks to those guys for providing the channel with this unit right here. Setup is super easy, starting with screwing the shock mount into your mic arm or stand. Then you just have to squeeze the tabs on the side of the shock mount and insert the X2 into it and put the windscreen over the capsule. Last, all you have to do is connect an XLR cable from the X2, run it to your audio interface, and make sure that the 48-volt phantom power is turned on and you're ready to start tweaking and testing levels. Speaking of levels, the X2 has a frequency range of 20 Hz to 20 kHz, a sensitivity of 31 decibels, and an output impedance of 140 ohms. So here we are guys, we have the Stellar all set up and switched over to using just the audio in the microphone right now. So in case you guys are wondering, this is just the audio out of this microphone, no effects, no nothing, just straight raw audio out of this. So now that we have it set up, let's dive a little bit deeper into it. First, I want to talk about the size of this microphone right here, and I'm going to be honest with you, it actually surprised me because the marketing literature made it look like it was a bit bigger, but it's actually only 6 inches long by 1.725 inches in diameter, which it's perfectly average, guys. The body and the frame of the StellarX2 right here are made from high-grade iron, so this thing has some heft to it when you hold it, but definitely not as much as the pod mic that I reviewed on the channel earlier, and it still feels solid though at 346 grams. And now if you do the conversion, that's not even a pound if you check that out, but despite this, the all-metal construction of the X2 right here gives it the added durability and strength that you'd expect from it, and it's actually powder coated and heat treated to provide it with a smooth and scratch resistant surface on the top right here, so it definitely should last you guys a long time as well. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there right now. What I immediately like about the sound of this mic, just right out of it raw, is the fact that they are like 100% spot on when they say this produces a very neutral and lifelike sound that does not distort your voice and give you a harsh, high-pitched sound that a lot of those cheap condenser mics give you that you find on Amazon or wherever else. I noticed right away that once I got my levels dialed in, this mic actually sounds very good without any post-processing in it whatsoever. So this actually really surprised me, as it's really on par with the pod mic setup that I showed you guys previously after I added the cloud lifter over here and all the post-processing in Premiere and all that kind of stuff. So this thing just sounds good right out of the box, which is really awesome. And basically I'm going to test it right now. No music, cut the music editor. There you go. This is what it sounds like. Just me talking, blah, blah, blah. We're going to talk about this, how this thing sounds awesome right out of the box. Here's my pod mic right here. Let me just show you guys. Honestly, I'm just trying to give you guys some sample audio right here. And like I said, this thing, I had to add the cloud lifter to it, and then I also had to add some bass in Premiere to get this thing to sound the way I wanted it. But to be honest, this thing right here, it honestly sounds kind of just like that right out of the box. So that's pretty cool. Now, hopefully you could get a clear idea of the sound of this microphone. Get it? Clear, like clear audio? Anyway, moving on. Now that you guys have heard what it sounds like with zero effects on it, let me go ahead and play you a clip or two of what the X2 sounds like with a few of my stream effects that I like to add to my microphone on it. And this is to boost the low end and give myself a little more punch in my voice, as well as limit the volume a bit, so when I get a little bit too excited, like with a jump scare or something like that, it doesn't blow out your ears in the mix. So take a listen to this.
2v1.
Yeah? You want me to push right and just let him fucking shoot at me?
Wherever you want, baby.
Nah, it's all good. Oh, yep, sniping. Okay, let's go, baby!
Yeah.
With the Mag 10? What?
Let's go.
Come on, Higby. Now, unfortunately, guys, not everything about this microphone is perfect. I wish it was, but it's not. One major gripe I have with it are the plosives. Now, you may have noticed this already when I've been talking, but unfortunately, even with the windscreen on the mic, it really lets those strong peaks loose, and your voice will cut through quite a bit, especially if you have a louder voice like I do, and it definitely gives a strong pop noise in your mix. So let's go ahead and do our little plosive thing. Cut the music editor. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? So hopefully you guys can figure that out and see that it does have a little bit of trouble controlling those plosives, but really what you got to do to make those not happen is practice your voice posture and all that kind of stuff, whatever you want to call it, and try not to make those plosives so intense, because this mic has a little more trouble taking those away. Okay, now real quick, let's go ahead and shift our focus onto something that this mic does really well, actually, and that is recording instruments. So I whipped out the guitar on stream one of these times, and you guys actually liked it, so I figured I would keep playing it in these microphone reviews, since on my other videos you guys also said you liked it too. So take a listen to what it sounds like recording some guitar. Alright everyone, that will do it for this awesome little microphone right here. Again, thank you to TechZone Audio for sending this out to me, because I was pleasantly surprised at how well it performs right out of the box with zero adjustments on it, other than the volume, of course. You know, I normally make a few small tweaks in my recordings, but in this video, I wanted to give you guys the true sound of this guy right here, and now you can be the judge if it's worth it for you or not, and be sure to let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments below. So, as always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit it with a like, as it helps out the channel a ton with that algorithm and all that jazz. And if you want to stay updated on what we are doing around here on the RA Visuals channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn all those notifications on so you'll never miss my new content. Take care, guys, and I'll see you next time.